Are you having a hard time connecting with your kids during the teenage years? Jessi Berger is back with 3 simple tips to help you improve your relationship with your teenager. Jessi, great to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course, we love having you here. Now, what's your first piece for advice for parents with teens? Because it can be tough.
It can be tough. I'll tell you, the thing that I think sets the best stage is to just start your morning off positively. You have to start it off on the right note. Let me give you an example. So last night, my son, we said, take out the garbage. And he said, I will. So I get up this morning, and what do I see sitting there is like the garbage. So now I have a choice. Do I, he walks out of his room, and do I say, oh my gosh, I told you so many times, why didn't you take out the garbage? Or do I say, hey buddy, how you doing this morning? Did you sleep well? That sweatshirt looks awesome on you. Let him get some breakfast, and then maybe bring up the garbage, right? Like, how you start the day sets the tone for your kids for the whole day. So if you want to set a nice tone with them, you have to start softly.
It starts in the mornings. This is going to make it better for you too.
Yes, and also I would say it happens in the mornings and again when they come home from school. Go for a soft start. Connect with them before you start correcting them.
Oh, Jessi, that's so good. Okay, what else can parents do to improve their relationship with teens?
Okay, I think it's so important to highlight the good. Like, I know everybody likes to bag on teenagers and talk about how hard they are, and they are. Like, they are hard, but as parents, we get to choose what we highlight. So if we can, specifically look for things that they're doing well, even if it has to be tiny things, it just connects us so much better to them. Nobody wants to hang out and connect with somebody who is picking at them or always seeing the worst in them. You want to highlight everything they're doing well. Hey, I love that you got up on time. I love that you were prepared for school. You have been so nice to your friends. I like the way you're speaking to your teachers. You're so respectful. Any of those things will help connect us to our kids when we're just being their cheerleaders.
That's a really good point. Look at the good. Okay, what's that third piece of advice?
Okay, the third piece of advice is that you should try and be their friend. I think every parent should take a minute and just say, would my kid want to be friends with me? And that's not saying that you shouldn't be a parent, but you should try and be their friend. So you should think about, do we have some interests in common? Do I say kind things to them, or am I always picking at them? Do I try and tell them when they're doing good? Do we just go out and play together and have fun? If people treated your kid like you're treating your kid, would you want them to be friends with them? If somebody is always pointing out the negative and picking at your kid, you would not want them to be friends with them, right?
Yeah.
So you should try and be friends with your child.
Oh, Jessi, that's so good. Tell us about your blog too.
Okay, so I have a website called formiddlemoms.com, and it's just a place for all the moms who have teenagers to go and talk about all these teenager issues, because there are things that are specific to teenagers that are maybe not, specific to 5 and 6 and 7-year-olds. So I just wanted to build a community where moms of teenagers could go.
Where we can go and bond and get through this together. Jessi, thanks for the advice. One more time, what's your website?
Okay, my website is formiddlemoms.com, or you can find me on Instagram at middle.moms.
Perfect. Jessi, great to see you. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks so much.